It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFC South. It's the Bucs and the Panthers, next on Madden NFL 22.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis. And CD, our quarterbacks taking center stage here for each of their respective offenses. Tom Brady of the Bucs, Sam Darnold of the Panthers.
And I think for me, and this isn't an original thought by any stretch, and probably for these two head coaches as well, the key for them is going to be limiting the turnovers, limiting the free possession. I mean, this isn't saying anything you don't already know, but you've got to be able to make the most out of your drives and see if your defense can help you out and take the ball away from the other team and give you a few extras.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and third pick in the 2018 draft.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the 50, it's Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So, Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Well, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Shifts past him at the 45. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 38.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything to hold on to it, but a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers about ready to take over. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
He
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Oh, they needed a yard on 4th down. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Ross Cockrell. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Fournette again. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Succop's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Now Abdullah, the return. And able to get this out to the 25. Sam Darnold and the Carolina offense set to take over here. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Darnold now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Let's go.
Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. They'll roll him out right. Again, he finds more. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Now Darnold. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
2nd down and goal. Darnold. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. DJ Moore, the Carolina offense, about to take over once again. And we see his collection of highlights. He's always so tough to cover.
He really is, and there are plenty of reasons why. Runs great routes, has an understanding of what defenses want to do against him, and really has a great determination to go up and get the football. He decides it's his and no one else's.
And he's decided that a lot so far in this game. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
And we'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Carolina. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Brady now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's looked pretty good to this point. To throw again on second down. Darnold. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun, rolling to his right. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead it's second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw again on second down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Bucs, and they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half, and it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there. Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's a give to Fournette. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. Now Brady. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Able to slither by. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there. Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground, and here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact. And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. You certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Darnold, sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Shaquille Barrett, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things as it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Let's go!
A gain of 18 on the play.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
I can hear you! Wait, that line, 80!
From midfield, here's Brady. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot him? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 66 yards on the ground for him so far. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw, Darnold. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down the goal line. A big play there for Carolina. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A one-yard touchdown pass. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. Throwing on first down is Brady. This is caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much? I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Brady to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job. Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defense. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone. And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So unable
to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 78 yards rushing through the ball game now on 14 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. A give running right. It's Hubbard trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. McCaffrey. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Flush to his right. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that in too many play sheets, do you?
No. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want.
And got his man complete. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now Brady. And he's got it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that'll make this a 19-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now Abdullah, the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing on the move to his left. And Darnold, he lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final try now for Brady. One last shot at the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.